The mobile app is enunciated daily reality we experience every day. We use mobile app for talking with friends, and even we do more than that. The heartbeat checking app and food order service app and so on. The mobile possibility was extended with the development of mobile app by someone technologically able people. There are two big streams of different platform, Android and iOS. Android and iOS have different devices, operating systems, and the most important is what platform it uses when developing. Android, for example, requires many knowledges for understanding in different ways than iOS. It requires well-trained professionals and many testing devices should be hands-on, so is costly endeavor to develop both environments, so is challenging, cumbersome and tedious workloads are charged by. Flutter is an open-source software development kit created by Google. It can be used for developing mobile apps operated in different platforms, even we can do for web, Android, iOS, Linux, Mac OS and Windows apps. Flutter allows developers writing only a single codebase can be compiled into these platforms, which helped programmers and companies to save their resources and time for learning fully about these all environments. Flutter's development process is these: entry learning for basics of the platform, planning for preparing apps, real development which creates codes, release of apps into online stores and advertisement. While we can save the time and resources learning different platforms, we still need to learn how Flutter works. The book can save more sufficient than learning each platform, so is worth to invest our attention on it. The book, must have, 코드팩토리의 플러터 프로그래밍, 다테한 플러터, 입문부터 실전에 유용한 10가지 앱 개발과 광고와 배포까지, explains these processings, which follows tutorial-based guidelines for beginners too. This book explains from invaluable advices for entrance of Flutter development well. Similarly to other Flutter books, but most detailed overview, it introduces Dart language first. Dart language is computer programming language was designed by Google, can be used to develop web and mobile apps, server and desktop applications. It is OOP language, Flutter's main and only language Flutter beginners should have to learn fully. This book brushes up the grammar and syntax of Dart language, very useful knowledges about some background technologies including main features such as UI-centered properties, asynchronous nature, event-driven system, null safety, AOD and so on. These introductions are moderately detailed, enough for grasping such concepts are important in learning Dart language. This book also explains Flutter introduction too. It explains structure of Flutter framework, engine and embedder. It also explains how each of these layers have, for example, material, Cupertino, widgets, rendering, etc. to framework, service protocol, composition, platform channels, Dart isolate setup, etc. for engine, and render surface setup, native plugins, app packaging and etc. for embedder. These layers are essential introduction for deeper understanding, rather software engineering topic. It focuses on UI engine's performance side of view too. The rest of the explanation is based on tutorial style. It is tutorial style, but very detailed and useful information possible. For example, when it explains how to set up communication between development PC to mobile device, it encloses example command line prompts and very detailed and easy to distinct placement of pictures. It helps out even for experienced programmers who are new to the platform. The basic component in Flutter program is widget. It is what users actually see and interact in mobile app usage. It has structure as introduced in this book. This book invests one chapter for explaining Flutter's widget. In actual development, we should find references provided by Google and troubleshooting to tailor the properties how we enter the widget operating class and methods. This book sufficiently included the easy to outlook at the table, with some graphically designed contents. The codes are complete too. If we enact our decisions to make mobile app, we already know basics of what is mobile app and do not stop at shallow knowing. We often need to hands-on knowledges how each concept is used for real-world applications, which we wish not surface brushing up but detailed and useful information about how to apply building blocks to make whole picture. To help readers achieve this goal, the middle part of the book contains specific project for more than thousands words. It does really present these kinds of knowledges used for each app to see how real development process goes to. The objectivity, project planning, precedent knowledge. One example is that iOS and Android simulators setup, duration class peculiarity which are quite technical preparation to the codes used and varied in each project. It contains full of detailed comments on each lines of source codes, not too much deflationary but sufficient and referential stuffs are also exposed to. When readers learn media player creation, they can learn screen rotation, time conversion, and string padding. When they also learn mobile apps video calling feature, they are guided learning the practices on WebRTC, navigation and Agora API, and other projects too. Each project is carefully designed to learn each specific technologies emerged into the actual development processes. It also explains the crucial part of the goal, such as the integration of cloud services, specifically Firebase integration, and practical, ultimate integration purposes such as registration of app stores and how to advertise them. This is also ongoing with tutorial that emerged as the book with detail of information, very helpful book which I would like to introduce with joyful feeling. The most great feature of the author's book is that it introduces complete mobile apps that can be Outlook for how to make Flutter apps. The project-oriented approach, it is filled with practices and principles, how to knit together for how to use them all. The example projects would include 프로그래밍, which is blogging app, Untitled, which is transforming mobile devices into electronic frame, and then You&I, which is day counting app for lovers, 디지털 주사위, which is digitally working dice, 동영상 플레이어, which is media player, 영상 통화, which is video calling app, 오늘도 출첵, which is records of geolocation, 포토 스티커, which is photo sticker app, 코드팩토리의, which is YouTube app, 일정 관리 앱, which is schedule management app. In recent growth of AI LLM chatbot, people can program without degrees at university. However, if we should be able to do it foundationally, we need to learn first. This book helps it a lot. This book's strength is not split practice and principles too sharply, its approach is to enclose both things into actual project. It will give clear-shot understanding acquainted to each reader's practices. This book's main strength is so. 10 out of 10 ratings.